beautiful souls. Jules here, and I hope that you all are having a blessed Monday. We're at a fresh start of a new week, and my mother and her husband just left today to go back home to California, so I'm just busy preparing for the new year, getting Christmas decor packed away soon as we enter January, and then I'll be back to work again on the 2nd. So it's been really nice to have these past 2 weeks with you, to pop on live every night and to take the time to check in with you, to see how you guys are doing, to take a breath, and to continue on our earth magic journey. We're going to go ahead and wrap it up with the shadow work chapter. We're beginning today. And shadow work is very fun to work. So everyone has light, because with all the light in the world, there is darkness. And sometimes we have to embrace that, to work through our darker side so that we can live authentically. Shadow work is about exploring the darker depths of our souls to confront the things that lay in the shadows. And if you don't try to understand your shadow or fully understand yourself, that is why we do the things we do. Our shadow work, getting into those dark places. Why are you afraid? Why does fear arise when you see certain things or if you hear certain things? There's usually triggers that people have in their lives that are going to start the emotions flowing. So a really funny one that I had was watermelons. Anytime I was in the supermarket or someone, cut open a watermelon at a barbecue or something, my heart would drop. And that sounds really stupid, but before my father passed when I was young, I was around 24, and I wasn't the best towards him when he was passing. I was going through addiction. I wasn't there for him. I didn't support him. And all he wanted was a watermelon. Someone's last dying wishes. That's what he wanted. So me and my boyfriend at the time, we got him a watermelon. But then when he opened it, it was bad watermelon. So I was just very upset because that's all he wanted. And you would think, yeah, just go buy another one, but I didn't. And so to this day, when I see watermelons, and it's been 12 years, so I'm still, releasing it, and I'm at a good place now. But before, the tears would come and I would just want to cry, because it was a dark place and a dark time, and I was, not the best of person. So that is a trigger that I had that might seem stupid to you. Perhaps it's a color, it's a smell or a scent or a person's actions that trigger you. If you've been in a bad situation, these things can arise out of nowhere. And it can be the simplest thing like I described. So I just want you to know that working with your shadow is not working with dark magic. It is all the light. I don't dabble in the dark arts or the dark witchcraft or whatever you want to call it. I send love and light. I'm into healing. Anything for the highest good. So when we're working with shadow work, we're just integrating the light and the darkness to become one, so that you are feeling good about yourself. You don't have those triggers. You're going deep into the core. Childhood traumas. Are there certain, plants that will upset you? Or if you see something in a house, does it upset you? So there can be little triggers, and they might seem funny, but they're actually really a big deal. So shadow work asks us to confront things such as pain, grief, trauma, all the dark emotions. That is what shadow work is asking you to work on. The things that push us out of our comfort zones take us mentally to the places where personal growth and healing can occur. Because you can then align more fully with your true self. And this might sound daunting, but I will help you get started through this process. You might even find that you already practice shadow work in your own life without even realizing it. So shadow work is all about introspection and being present in everyday life. So often our minds take us immediately somewhere else. We're so deeply impacted by media and constantly getting that social media hits, adrenaline, scrolling, ads, shopping, all of it can be so overwhelming. And it's something that is associated with practices such as meditation and yoga. So I did not know, well, I kind of did, but yoga is a deep one for shadow work because you're really pushing yourself going into those dark places. You're not necessarily in your head, but you're in your body and your head wants to take you there. Although this is not the kind of healing that you might not be attuned to if you're not really into yoga or exercise, try a simple meditation. Just sit cross-legged as so, or lay on your bed, whatever is most comfortable for you. And if you can, just take 5 minutes. And I want you to start out with breathing in for the count of 4, holding for the count of 4, exhaling for the count of 4, and holding at the bottom for the count of 4. It's called the 4-4-4. You'll repeat that 3 times, and what that's going to do is it's going to reset your immune system, your regulatory system, your chakras. So you go breathing in, holding, exhaling, holding, breathing in, holding, exhaling, holding. And you're going to do that one more time, and that's going to go ahead and reset you. If you can do it 4 times, even better. So you're just practicing clearing your mind because you're concentrating on the 4-4-4 counts of holding, releasing. And so once you do that, you're going to get into a clear-minded state. Once you reach that state, you can spend the next, minute or 2 trying to keep your head clear. Now, if things pop up, that's okay. Just go ahead and realize them, acknowledge them, push them out. Go back to clearing your mind. So that is meditation, is just being in the present moment, feeling, sensing, not allowing anything into your mind but the blank slate. Now, if things, you have visions or anything like that, that's great. You can get into a trance. And try to resist the temptation to work through all the trauma areas in your life at once. It can be very overwhelming and you might want to heal many things at one time, but just focus one thing at a time. It's important to look after yourself as you do shadow work so you're not hit by so many different emotions. There are many, many emotions that we store inside of our brain, our heart, our body. And so when you're picking and going deep within, you're going to want to focus maybe on one thing that really sticks out to you, that you might encounter more so than the other littler things or things that you also want to work on. Although shadow work is often difficult, it's worth every minute of your time because of the transformational effect it can have on your mental health and your well-being. Now tomorrow we're going to go over how to begin your shadow work, so stay tuned. This was just the beginning. So much love and light to you.